Greetings, Inquisitors. Welcome to the Holocron. This is the week 126 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress every week, go through all the character stuff, ships, mods, datacrons, everything I'm doing in the account. Please remember, as we get started, use your like saber to take out that like button. I would appreciate it. It helps me. It helps the channel. Take care of that before we get started. Thank you very much. All right, let's get into it. We got Jedi Knight Luke last week, and we managed to farm up all the gear that we needed for both Gear 12 and Gear 13. So that's nice. We'll take him straight up, and we'll keep hitting this relic button. At relic 7, you complete the level required for a bunch of journeys. So you'll see at relic 7, we get the completions. But then I have all the materials for relic 8. It's a good character. I'm going to go ahead and take him straight to relic 8. Then we're going to work on mods, and I do want to make a team that uses him as the lead, and I'll use it against non-GLs at first. And we want really slow offense mods here so that we can use fast Grandmaster Yoda, flip the turn over to Luke, and then slow the other team down. That's so we're going to play that here at first. This mod has a whole bunch of good stats on it: crit chance, percent offense, flat offense, and no speed. So we're going to go ahead and invest a little bit in that. It feels weird to 6-dot a mod with no speed, but yeah, we'll do what we got to do, right? So we work on slicing that mod a little bit. This triangle is kind of the same. It's got a bunch of good stats on it, so we go ahead 6-dot and slice that one too. Finish putting the mods on here. He's at 122 speed. We did have a couple of 5-speed mods we put on him, but you know, that's slow enough. Doesn't need to be all the way down at 112. Okay, and then we will go back here, and this one's good enough in the end. It has a bunch of crit chance on it, so I go ahead and 6-dot that as well too, just to get his offense maximized. Then we're going to take Luke in here. We're going to use this ability with Hermit Yoda, Heroes Arise. And once we click that, it's going to flip the turn over to Luke. And then Luke is going to reset all the speed on the opposing characters. So now they're really slow. And then we use a bunch of these other characters to call in a bunch of assists from Luke. And that's kind of how this team is going to work. So I also have a Relic 8 Grandmaster Yoda from back when we built Jedi Master Kenobi. So I bring him in here, and then I watch this video kind of on slow-mo and watch the damage and try to compare Luke to Grandmaster Yoda. So here you see I call him in. We hit for 41,000 damage on Maul. It's good, but not that great. I was kind of surprised. Here we hit together 59,000 for Luke and 38,000 for Grandmaster Yoda. So that gives you an idea of their damage together. And then here in a minute, we'll line it up, and we'll do it the other way around. Luke will call Yoda to assist, so 58,000, and then Yoda also hits for 58,000. So pretty good chunks of damage that we're doing on these guys. We get through the top level of that challenge with only losing the Gear 12 Revan. So that was pretty good. Sana Staros, we got to 7 stars. She still needs more golden eyeball stuff to get to Gear 12. That's okay, we'll get that in the future. Aura Singh gets another star. I was able to farm her up out of the cantina a little bit over the last week. A 000, he can get another star. We're farming him up in the background, hoping for Afra someday. Gamorrean Guard gets gear tier. Greedo, we're going to go ahead this week and use Greedo as the character that we stage. So we take him up his initial gear tiers and we put some skills on him. I don't put mods on him yet, just kind of getting him positioned for future upgrades. And here we go into Fennec Shand, and we get 3 gear tiers on her, taking her all the way up to Gear 11. Again, with everybody needing golden eyeballs, and she doesn't, then she gets all the gear for the week, so that was nice. Also, I got a good amount of prestige building up, so I think it's about time to take this skill all the way to the 8th level on Malevolence. And that wraps up the clicks that I do on screen. Now, I did work on gas more later, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. All right, so week 126, Galactic power is now at 6 million. 67 relics, 83 zetas, 10 omicrons. Got the JMK team that can get us top 10 in the squad arena. And the profundity is what I'm using for the fleet. Gets us top 5 still. In Grand Arena, we're back up to Kyber 4 after this last round of 3v3. And the project is Jedi Knight Revan for week 128. I've got most of the gear that I need for him, but really I don't have any of the med packs. So needing 80 med packs, it's going to take me a couple weeks to collect those up. While I'm doing that, same as I've discussed before, I'll be working on HoloLenses and other stuff to build up my Zinbittle cards and get more relic materials made at the scavenger. Farming plan for next week, same kinds of things, working on the Jabba requirements, the AFA requirements, working on Mother Talzin so we can finally get access to those extra Zetas. Sith Fighter and Fleet we're farming because it's got Mark IV comlinks on it, so it's a place to farm a ship that we might need someday, as well as gear that we need pretty much every week. In the Cantina, Sana's finished, Chrysanthemum needs to be farmed, Aura Sing also, so we'll probably be working between Signal Data and Aura. Mod Energy, I really need to stock up on slicing materials. I've run out of some of the lower level slicing materials for the first time in a long time, so we'll get in there and we'll farm up some of those slicing materials over the week. You'll see the refresh strategies back to 3 on mods. We'll talk about that here in a second. Guild activity, same kind of things, just going through the shops, getting up Carbantes and other good gear, and making sure we've got an inventory of stuff to make clicks. Everything else is going to feed the shard shop. So Jedi Knight Luke going to Relic 8. I was hoping to get really massive damage out of him. He clocked out at 12,300 damage, which is pretty good. And in general, he was hitting harder than Grandmaster Yoda at Relic 8. Grandmaster Yoda, by comparison, has 11.2 on his damage. So pretty high damage. Big damage dealing characters, but somehow I was expecting more. I mean, when you get hit by Jedi Knight Luke in Grand Arena or Territory Wars, it always seems like he just takes your characters down with these massive chunks of damage. So somehow I was expecting, like, 50% more damage than Grandmaster Yoda. Anyway, we'll get him into Grand Arena and other game modes, and we'll see how he plays out. But initial tests, he's hitting pretty hard. Crystals. So I said that I wanted to do the 100 cost refreshes on mods, but I wanted to keep a 2,500 bank. Well, I depleted the 2,500 bank buying a whole bunch of bronzium wiring a couple weeks ago. So I restocked those crystals, and then I was trying again today to get that gas event done, and I was trying it for probably a good 2 hours, couldn't get anywhere. So I decided to spend 1,300 crystals, buy a bunch of golden eyeballs, put that Asajj at gear 12, and then I tried with faster mods, tankier mods, crit damage stuff. I tried a bunch of different stuff with Asajj. I still can't get this event done with gear 12 characters. So no luck so far, just don't have enough damage. Every time I get gas down, I can get 5s dead, but then I can't kill enough clones. I feel like I really have to be able to kill 2 clones the first time he goes down, and I don't even come close to that. So yeah, I think I'm giving up on trying to do the Gear 12 version of that event, and I'm just gonna put a relic on B1 here in a couple weeks, and we'll finish the event out, get gas in the account, go from there. Just a reminder again of the 2023 planning. Jedi Knight Luke, gas. The Jabba journey eventually. I was thinking about a Sana team in there, but I don't think I can do that. I think I have to pretty much finish the Jedi Knight Luke team. I'll do the B1 to get gas going, and then we'll finish out Jabba. And then I think, I really think after Jabba we have to take a look at Inquisitors. When they came out with that Proving Grounds version of the Inquisitor team that had Third Sister in it, the stream that happened right after they did that, I said, if this is any indication of how good this character is going to be, everybody's going to need to build Inquisitors. And yeah, the character did prove out to be just as scary as it was in that Proving Grounds. And so I think Inquisitors are the next big thing. Just like for a long time, qualifying for a starter guild with Geos was a big deal. And then having Shakti clones to do that cam mission was reason to get you know, good priority on a guild invite. I think now it's going to be all about Inquisitors. I think that's the team that's going to get you a guild invite, and a lot of guilds are going to start pushing to be getting Third Sister shards every time that TB comes up. So I'm going to have to take a look at that. I don't know yet if the guild's going to require it, but I like to stay ahead of those things, and I may have to put the Inquisitors. I'll start farming them up and put them at relics as soon as I get Jabba done. It's looking like what we might have to do. So this plan may change over the course of the next couple weeks. We'll keep an eye on it, and I'll keep it updated. And for anybody who's interested in that stuff, you'll understand why it is that I'm looking at the Inquisitors. All right, thank you all for watching. Please remember to use your like saber on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. It helps me, helps the channel. I appreciate it if you could do that for me. Subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. And of course, as always, join us over on Discord. Got a fantastic Discord community, a lot of cool players over there, experienced players that are willing to help people out, new people asking questions. So even if you're not very talkative, use the link in the description down below. Just come over there, hang out, read what other people are saying. You can learn a lot. All right, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.